Hello and welcome to another coaching clinic. You know the deal. It's 30 minutes, one topic. It's laser focused. That's why we start on time, finish on time, and that's what it is. And today's topic, something that comes up a lot, is how do you get more visibility on your posts or more engagement? Well, they're actually closely related. So that is what this session today is going to be about. I'll start by giving tiny little bit of info, like very broad, and then anyone who's got any questions, just pop them in the chat, and I'll try and get to all the questions before the 30 minutes are up. So let's go and do this. How do we get more visibility for our posts? Interesting, at the time of this session, which is end of October 2024, just this week, there's been a post on LinkedIn by the director of the LinkedIn feed or something, telling us a bit more about it. But the few things that we already knew that all LinkedIn trainers keep telling you is, it's about how you engage with others, because that helps. What LinkedIn has just let us in on is what we see in our feed. It's based on our network, our interactions, but also on our profile. I posted about that a few days ago, I think. So because sometimes you see posts and you think, well, LinkedIn showed me this. Or it may well be that someone in your network commented on it, but why do they show you this one and not that one? And so they the algorithm, look at your profile and decide what they think interests you. Being a little bit more focused on using some of our main keywords in our content could help that way. In short, though, you want to get more visibility on your posts. The two key things are the opening and the ending. Because, we scroll, there's so much information, and it's only 2.5 lines or something that we see before we have to click see more. And so the biggest thing that I see a lot of people do is they start with the most boring stuff of their post. Like, I was at this conference yesterday where there was a speaker from blah, 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 who was really interesting and talked about, I don't care. Whatever, if anyone here wrote a post that starts with some kind of introduction, I can tell you paragraph 2 or 3 of your post is the attention grabber. And that should be the start. So that's the first thing, met the deur in huis vallen, which means you sort of fall into the house with the door, if the door collapses. But that is it. The most interesting bit. So if you were at this conference and a speaker said something or someone asked something and that is really interesting, that is your opening. Later on, you can add, if you want, to that information that this happened at whatever conference, so that you can also show that you're up to date with what's happening in your industry. But the opening, think about it when you walk past a news agent. If you ever bought a magazine because of something that was on the front cover, but the magazines, usually you're disappointed once you read the article. So don't do that, but do get the attention grabbing openings. And the other thing is a question at the end. And with your question, make it broad and easy to answer. Not too focused just on your target audience, because comments do two things. Some people connected to the person who comments will get to see your post, and engagement tells the algorithm that apparently your content's good enough and they'll share it more. So we want comments. And when we make them broader, more generic, so that anyone can answer them, even who's not your target audience, we have a bigger chance. And then you can reply to each comment, moving the conversation in the direction that you want it to go. So that is really in a nutshell. And the other thing, and I have no proof for this, but all the LinkedIn trainers say so. So someone must have either done research or heard something. When we have private messages with people, LinkedIn is most likely to show our next post to that person and the other way around. So if you're about to do a really good post, why not do a search on LinkedIn for people with a specific job title, which is your target audience, filter by first degree connections, and send them a message, just any kind of message, come up with something chatty, whatever, just so that there's a bit of conversation. So these are some very broad strategies. And also, as far as making it easy to send messages, LinkedIn used to have the celebration step. Now it's on the network. On the network, you can see connection request, and you can see, not growth, well, whatever word they've given it now, but that's where you can see who had a birthday, who had a promotion, who had this. Send them a message. Because I'm pretty sure it's true that the algorithm is more likely to show our next post to the people we had a message with. But also, without the algorithm, people remember again that you exist, so they're more likely to stop the scroll if your face comes past. So that was a very brief, broad, about 20 minutes to answer questions. So anyone who's got any questions around this, pop them in the chat. Oh, this is the saddest part of this whole session, because you're watching it in the wrong place. It means you miss out on the best part. The bit you've just seen is where I decide on what I think you need to know. But inside my membership, which is only $17 a month, is where people can attend live and get to ask questions. And that is where it becomes way more interesting, right? Because that is where you decide what you want to know on the topic. And so the questions that were asked, and there's some really good ones in this session. The questions that were asked and the answers I give them, that is where the best learning happens, where it really becomes relatable to your business. So if you think, heck, I want to see those last, 15, 20 minutes that I've missed out on where all the good stuff happens, you can do so by joining my membership, which is called Your Impact Visibility, because I work with people who want to make impact, and income, definitely. But so the membership, it's just $17 a month. Inside the membership, you'll find recordings of live clinics like this. And obviously, when I do new ones, you're invited to come along and ask your questions. There'll be masterclasses by guest experts on all kind of business related things. There's courses, resources, any kind of stuff that I think is useful for you and that I share in there. It's $17 a month. So if you want to join, you need to click the link. And where's the link? Well, that depends on where you see this video, right? It might be above, maybe to the side. Most likely it's below. So, if you just go there, whoop, and click, click that link. Yeah, did you do it? And then that's it. You just click a thingy, join, and whenever you get sick of me or think of going through all the resources and I don't need anymore, you just cancel your membership. That's all there is to it. So, hope to see you inside Your Impact Visibility, where there's lots of good stuff happening, and you can watch the full recording of this live clinic and others that I've done in the past, and join live in ones I do in the future. See you there.